Hi everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Scratch Batch. Today we're going to deal with circles. So this will be the last part of geometry. From Monday we'll be starting mensuration. Under geometry we've already done lines and angles. We are done with triangles, quadrilaterals, and in the previous session we had dealt with polygons. This is done. Today we are going to deal with circles. Okay. My name is Amit Surana. I am an educator here at Unacademy for over 2 years now. This is my Telegram group. If you guys have not joined this yet, please go ahead and do that. The link is also given in the description, or you can search for Surana Live CAT in Telegram. So we're going to start with circles. We're going to discuss properties of circles and some important theorems here. Are you all ready? Hi Aditya. Yeah, sorry Aditya. Chalo, let's start. So properties of circle. We all know circle has no sides, it has a center. The angle that is formed at the center is 360 degrees. Yes, the angle formed at the center is 360 degrees. Now let's talk about some points. So when I say there is a point on the circle, can I say point A is on the circle, guys? Can you tell me if point A is on the circle? Yes or no? Does point A lie on the circle? Yes or no? Does this point A lie on the circle? No. Point A lies in the circle. Yes. Point B here, this lies on the circle. So we often misunderstand a circle to be a flat surface, but it is actually not. It's a two-dimensional shape, so you cannot practically see a two-dimensional shape, right? Point B is on the circle. Yes, please understand, this part is not the circle, right? Just the boundaries of it. This part, only this is the circle. Okay, clear? So point B is on the circle, point A is in the circle or inside the circle. Clear? Yeah. And if I place any point away from it, then we can say there's a point outside the circle or around the circle. Okay, then next we have chords, right? A chord is a line that joins 2 points on the circle. So if I have any 2 points on the circle, if I have 2 points on the circle, let's say this point and this point, A and B, then AB becomes a chord. Clear? 2 points on the circle, when they are joined, it is a chord. For example, C here. So can I say CD is a chord? Can I say CD is a chord, guys? Is CD a chord? Yes, no? Is the line segment CD a chord? No. Why? Because it has to join 2 points that lie on the circle. C is lying on the circle, but D is not lying on the circle. D is just a point inside the circle, right? So CD is not a chord, AB will be a chord. Okay, cool. Common confusion, we see any line inside a circle and we assume it to be a chord. It can't be. Okay, now let's talk about the longest chord. Right, correct. Hi Priyanshu, good morning. Hello Mansi. Clear? Now when we talk about chords, you have to understand, the closer the chord is to the center, the closer the chord is to the center, let's say there is one chord this, there is another chord this, okay, this distance and this distance, yes, which is longer? Which distance is longer? Is x longer or y longer? Since y is greater than x, since y is greater than x, the chord assigned to that particular line segment or that particular perpendicular will be shorter. This basically means CD will be shorter than AB. Understood? Yes, closer it is to the center, longer will be the chord. Center के जितने जितने पास में आएगा chord उतना लंबा होगा, right? If it goes away from the center, the chord will keep getting smaller. Understood? Yes, तो chord का length क्या decide करता है? The perpendicular distance between the chord and the center of the circle. Okay? Center से chord की तरफ जो perpendicular distance होगा, वो decide करेगा chord का length. Cool ना? We have a property relating to that. We'll talk about it. So the closest you can get to the center is drawing a line through the center. Yes. So this length AB is the longest chord. ये जो length है AB, ये हो जाएगा आपका longest chord, which is called the diameter. Yes, a diameter always passes through the center. Correct? Passes through the center. Clear? So a chord that passes through the center becomes the diameter. Hi Pragya. बढ़िया, clarity मिल रहा है guys यहाँ पे? Yes. Now half of the diameter is called radius. So OB is the radius. Half of the diameter is radius. ये सारे अपन ने स्कूल में पढ़े थे. Actually entire geometry अपन ने स्कूल में इनफैक्ट थोड़ा सा advanced में पढ़ा था, but because we two things, one, it's been a long time. Number two, we weren't very serious during the school, so we may not remember all these concepts. That's why I'm going from the basics. Okay, so OB is basically what? Half of the diameter, okay, which is called the radius. Now the radius goes through the entire circle. Radius goes through the entire circle. So the radius basically forms a 360 degrees at the center. है ना? रेडियस जो है ये पूरा एंगल अगर आप देखोगे तो 360 डिग्रीज. क्यों? क्योंकि ये 360 डिग्रीज रोटेट होता है. यस. नाउ दिस रोटेशन, ये जो 360 डिग्रीज रोटेशन होता है, दिस विल गिव अस द फॉर्मूला फॉर द सर्कमफ्रेंस. यस, सर्कमफ्रेंस क्या है? 2 टाइम्स पाई टाइम्स आर. या जहां पे हमें ये पता रहना चाहिए कि ये जो 2 पाई है ये क्या है? सॉरी, या ये जो 2 टाइम्स पाई है ये क्या है? कहां से आ रहा है ये? 2 पाई आर. ओके, वी अंडरस्टूड, बट व्हाट इज दिस 2 पाई? 2 पाई इज नथिंग बट 2 पाई रेडियंस इज नथिंग बट 360 डिग्रीज. 2 पाई रेडियंस is nothing but 360 degrees. Yes, this will be very very useful. 2 times pi times radians, 2 times pi जो radians है that is 316 degrees. Yes, so that is why if you notice, ये देखो क्योंकि आपका radius 360 degrees form होता है, your radius will go through the center 360 degrees rotate होता है, इसीलिए the circumference is 360 degrees into the radius. But since this is in radians, we convert it into radians. 2 times pi times r. I hope this part is clear. Yeah. The same is the reason behind the area being pi times r square. Yes, area जो है वो pi times r square. What is this pi? This pi is again what? 180 degrees. Because the radius, if you look at this and this, yes, they'll rotate 180 degrees to cover the entire thing. This is radius, this is radius. समझ में आ रहा है? Radius, radius 180 degrees rotate होगा ये पूरा, तो पूरा सर्कल कवर हो जाएगा. Yes, this is pi times r square. तो this is quite important when we deal with circles. Okay? तो angles के 2 units है, radians and degrees. Cool? चलेंगे आगे. Shall we move ahead? यहाँ तक sorted ना guys? No issues, right? चलिए try out an example question here. क्वेश्चन को आराम से पढ़ना, आंसर करना. दिस इज अ टीटा क्वेश्चन, नो आंसर चॉइसेस हियर. ये टीटा क्वेश्चन है. ट्राई दिस आउट. Answers anybody? So first let's read the question. What is it saying? It's saying that a wheel has to rotate 500 times to cover a distance of 4.4 kilometers. Yes. So 500 rotations gives us what? 4.4 kilometers, which is nothing but 4,400 meters, correct? 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So if 500 rotations give us 4,400 meters, can we say 5 rotations will give us 44 meters ka distance, or one rotation will give us how much? 44 by 5, 8.8 meters. Do you agree guys? एक rotation में 8.8 meters cover होगा. Now what is this one rotation? How does a wheel work? So let's say if you fix this point, okay, ये वाला point x अपन fix कर रहे हैं. एक rotation मतलब क्या? wheel ऐसे घूम के वापस इधर तक आएगा, correct? So from x to y rotate होने पे what happens? It covers its own circumference, correct? ये जो distance होगा one rotation का distance will basically be what? Its own circumference. Yes or no guys? है ना, इसका खुद का circumference होगा. Yes, I'll show the animation again. Try to imagine this. So wheel rotate हो रहा है, starting from this point, ending back at this point, its own circumference. Yes. So can we say that the circumference of the circle is basically given here? एक rotation में, मतलब एक circumference में 2 times pi times r will basically be this 8.8 meters. Sorry, centimeters, हाँ, या meters, ठीक है, चलो meters, या फिर in centimeters we can say 2 times pi times r is basically 880 centimeters, because 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Yes. So what is pi times r? Pi times r will be 440 centimeter. R will basically be 440 by pi. Don't have to do any cancellation, कुछ मत करो, ऐसे ही रहने दो. Yes, we got the value of the radius to be 440 by pi. Now we need to find out what? We need to find out the area of this wheel. Area is given by what? Pi times r square. Yes. So pi into r was 440 into r is what? 440 by pi. Yes, pi can be written as 22 by 7. Make sense? Are you guys able to get this, everybody? So 22 once, 440 is what? 20 times. Yes, so we have 7 into 440 into 20, which is 61,600 centimeters square. Okay, I hope you are able to understand. Ankit, 616 is incorrect. 616 is incorrect. It is 61,600. The question is clearly asking it in centimeter square. Yes, even 616 will still be wrong. Even in meter square it is wrong. Yes, 61,600 centimeter square. Clear, guys? I want you all to give me a yes or a no so that I understand if you are able to comprehend this. नहीं, ये देखो प्रियांशु, पाई इंटू आर का वैल्यू ऑलरेडी था मेरे पास 440. पाई इंटू आर 440 मेरे पास ऑलरेडी था एंड आर का वैल्यू 440 बाई पाई था, इसीलिए डायरेक्टली कर लिया मैंने. ठीक है, अगर आप ऐसे नॉर्मली भी करते हो, आर का वैल्यू 440 बाई पाई है, सो एरिया विल बी व्हाट, पाई टाइम्स आर स्क्वायर विच इज 440 स्क्वायर बाई पाई स्क्वायर. तो सेम लॉजिक यू आर गेटिंग, 440 इंटू 440 बाई पाई. ठीक है ना? Cool. चलिए नेक्स्ट, ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन. Others, I hope you guys are able to understand this. Please let me know if you want me to repeat anything, okay? Mandeep, it has already started. Mandeep, CET crash course happens Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 4 PM. ठीक है मनदीप, 3 सेशन ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं, 3 सेशंस आर ऑलरेडी डन. मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेंसडे 4 PM पे. ठीक है. पूजा एंड प्रज्ञा आर सेइंग सी 113.1. Aditya also says C. Very good. So what are they saying? The ratio of the area to the circumference of a circle. Area to the circumference is 3:2, they are saying. What is area? Area is nothing but pi times r square. What is circumference? 2 times pi times r. So pi gets cancelled, one of the r gets cancelled. What are we getting? We are getting r is to 2 is 3:2. Agreed? Yes, r is to 2 is equal to 3:2. Yes. From here, what can we get? Yeah, okay. From here, can we say that the r, the radius is 3? Do you agree, guys? r जो रेडियस है वो 3 हो जाएगा फ्रॉम हियर. यस. तो नाउ ये क्या है? अपना ओरिजिनल सर्कल का है. r equal to 3 is for our original circle. But what are they saying? What is the area of a circle with twice the radius of p? That means the new radius will be 3 ka double 6 units. We need to find the area of this. So area of this is going to be what? Pi times r square, which is, we can consider 3.14 if we want to. 3.14 into r square, which is 6 square. So 36 into 3.14. 36 into 3 is going to be 108. Yes, so closest to 108 is what? 113.1. Badhiya? Cool. Any questions, any confusions? This is approximately equal to whatever, 113.1 square units. Superb, guys. So very good. Pooja, Pragya, Aditya, Ankit, very good. Chaliye, next. Now we are going to talk about different parts of a circle. We are going to talk about arcs and segments. Yes, an arc is basically a part of the circle's boundary. Yes, एक arc जो है वो क्या है? Part of the circle's boundary. So if I say this is point A on the circle, point B on the circle, then AB, ये जो AB है, this is called a major arc. क्योंकि ये बड़ा है इसलिए it's called major arc. And जो छोटा वाला arc बनेगा यहाँ पे, it's called the minor arc. Okay. So to differentiate, sometimes what they do is, क्योंकि छोटा बड़ा भी कभी समझ में नहीं आता है क्वेश्चन में, तो लोग क्या करते हैं, they give a different point on the circle. Yes, so what happens, arc APB जो arc है वो हो जाएगा आपका major arc, and AQB जो arc है that becomes your minor arc. Clear? कभी कभी 2 पॉइंट सफिशिएंट नहीं होते हैं, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट एवरी टाइम 2 पॉइंट सफिशिएंट नहीं होते, क्योंकि ये भी आर्क है, ये भी ए बी है एंड ये भी ए बी है ना. सो टू डिफरेंशिएट इट, ये क्या कर पीपल इन द क्वेश्चन व्हाट वी डू इज वी इंट्रोड्यूस अ थर्ड पॉइंट ऑन द सर्कल जस्ट टू से दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ए क्यू बी और वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ए पी बी. ठीक है. नाउ इफ यू जॉइन द एंड्स ऑफ एन आर्क, अगर आप ends of an arc join करते हो ऐसे, if you join the ends of an arc, you form segments. Segment is basically what? A part, a piece of the two-dimensional circle, a piece of it. Yes, a piece of its area basically, है ना. तो piece of its area is basically what? A segment. So major segment will be associated with the major arc, minor segment will be associated with the minor arc. Understood? Yes. So can I say AB जो अपन ने join किया, the line AB that we have joined is basically a chord. So can I say every chord divides a circle into 2 parts? May be equal, may not be equal, but a chord divides the circle into 2 parts. Correct? Got it, guys? Major segment, minor segment. Clear? Now to find out the length of an arc, so going back to arcs, the length of an arc, let's say if I want to find out the length of the arc AQB, okay, since it is part of the circumference, ये वाला जो AQB ये जो है, this is part of the circumference, correct? So this will basically be equal to theta by 360 into the circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r. Yes, जहां पे theta क्या है? Theta is the angle that is formed at the center by the arc. The angle subtended at the center by this arc, this angle is theta. We call it the central angle. Able to get this, guys? आ रहा है theta by 360. Why are we doing this ratio theta by 360? Theta is this angle, 360 is this angle. So the ratio of theta and 360 will be the same as the ratio of arc and full circle. ठीक है? I hope you are getting this. Length of the arc टू द सर्कमफ्रेंस का जो रेशियो है विल बी द सेम एज थीटा बाई 360. cool. Same way, so this part sorted ना. कोई डाउट यहाँ पे? Anybody, any doubts with finding out the length of the arc? Now अगर theta, let's say if theta is not given in degrees, अगर theta आपको radians में दिया हो, if theta is given in terms of radians, theta radians अगर है, तो then what happens? Theta radians by 2 pi, क्योंकि 360 degrees is 2 pi radians into 2 pi r. So ये 2 pi gets cancelled off. We basically get what? Theta radians into r. ठीक है? थीटा ये वाला एंगल अगर डिग्री में दिया हो तो थीटा बाई 360, अगर रेडियंस में दिया हो तो थीटा बाई 2 पाई, तो 2 पाई कैंसिल हो जाएगा. थीटा इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेडियंस इनटू द रेडियस विल गिव यू द लेंथ ऑफ द आर्क. ठीक है? हाँ आदित्य, यस, आज के सेशन में पूरा सर्कल्स खत्म कर देंगे. ठीक है? प्रियांशु, रेडियंस इज अ यूनिट ऑफ एंगल, measure of angle. 360 degrees is basically 2 pi radians. आपने ये ट्रिग्नोमेट्री में यूज किया होगा, you would have used it in trigonometry, है ना? साइन क्या बोलते हैं, साइन 90 को you would have written as साइन pi by 2. साइन 45 को you would have written as pi by 4. This is in radians. Okay? Cool guys. Length of the arc समझ में आया guys? Please say yes, otherwise I'll stop the session. I can't keep repeating the same point. अगर आ रहा है समझ में तो yes बोलो, नहीं आ रहा है तो no बोलो, so that I can repeat. All right. Chalo, next. So next we are going to talk about the sectors. Yes, sector again is basically what? Two lines joining 2 points on the circle, या एक chord से दो लाइन जो आप subtend करते हो, right? This entire part becomes a sector. ये जो है ये sector हो जाता है. ये वाला जो पूरा है, राइट, लाइक अ पीस ऑफ पाई, एक पिज्जा को कट करते हो, पिज्जा को, उसको सेक्टर बोलते हैं. ठीक है? तो सेक्टर इज बेसिकली अ पीस ऑफ द एरिया ऑफ द सर्कल, है ना? तो मेजर सेक्टर, माइनर सेक्टर. अगेन मेजर सेक्टर क्या होगा? ए पी बी विल बी द मेजर सेक्टर एंड ए क्यू बी विल बी द माइनर सेक्टर. यस, this is the angle subtended at the center by the arc. This angle is very important. ये जो central angle है ये बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. Yes, so area of a sector, area of a sector is basically going to be what? Theta by 360 into area of the circle. Okay, थीटा बाई 360 इंटू एरिया ऑफ द सर्कल. जो भी थीटा, अगर इसको आप थीटा ले रहे हो तो ठीक है, या इसको आप थीटा ले रहे हो तो उसका एरिया आ जाएगा. इधर विच वेज. यस, so from this what do you understand guys? Can I say that length of arc by circumference of the circle will be equal to area of sector by area of the circle will be equal to theta by 360 degrees. I hope you guys are getting this. ये जो theta by 360 है, this is extremely important ratio because this angle decides in what ratio the circle is being cut out. Okay, done? चलिए, So with this, we have discussed sectors, we have discussed arcs also. तो अगर आपको एरिया ऑफ अ सेगमेंट ढूंढना है, सेगमेंट का एरिया, इसका ये वाले पार्ट का एरिया अगर ढूंढना है, तो व्हाट विल यू डू? एरिया ऑफ अ सेगमेंट इज गोइंग टू बी इक्वल टू व्हाट? एरिया ऑफ सेगमेंट is basically what? Area of the sector minus area of the triangle. ओके जैसे यहां पे ये सेक्टर है, ये ट्रायंगल है, अगर मेरे को इसका एरिया चाहिए, सेगमेंट का एरिया चाहिए, तो व्हाट विल आई डू? आई विल फर्स्ट फाइंड आउट द एरिया ऑफ दिस एंटायर थिंग, दिस सेक्टर, ये सेक्टर का एरिया निकालेंगे, उसमें से इफ आई रिमूव ऑफ दिस ट्रायंगल्स एरिया, आई विल बी लेफ्ट विथ व्हाट? द एरिया ऑफ द सेगमेंट. ओके सही है, समझ में आ रहा है? चलो लेट्स ट्राई आउट सम क्वेश्चंस ऑन दिस. ट्राई दिस आउट. This part should be given. They missed it out. 120 degree. Shall I quickly try? Okay, assume pi is equal to 22 by 7 here. Okay. The answer choice has none of the above. Assume pi to be 22 by 7. Pragya says A. Others? Pooja says A. Very good. So here when they mean length of the arc xy, they are meaning the minor arc. Okay, minor arc. क्योंकि xy अगर आप देखोगे तो xy ये भी है, xy ये भी है. Okay, so they mean the minor arc. All right. Very good, Ankit. A is the right answer. 88, correct. Let's look at this. So what are they asking? They're asking to find out the length of the arc. Yes, we know that length of arc will be equal to what? Theta by 360 degrees into the circumference, which is 2 pi r. Yes, theta is 120 by 360 degrees into 2 times pi क्या है? 22 by 7, r क्या है? 42. Yes, so this becomes what? 1 by 3. This is 21. This is 2 times 22 into 4 is 88. बढ़िया. Any doubts guys? तो ये वाला जो लेंथ होगा, this length will be 88 units and this length, ये वाला लेंथ जो होगा, this will basically be what? अगर ये 1/3 है तो वो 2/3 होगा, मतलब 176 यूनिट. तो टेक्निकली अगर क्वेश्चन में मेजर या माइनर ना दिया हो तो दोनों करेक्ट है. मेजर या माइनर नहीं दिया होता तो दोनों करेक्ट है. ओके, क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? Since I have mentioned in the question that it is minor, the answer will be 88. I hope you got this. Next question. Guys, अगर आप लोग yes no नहीं बोलोगे तो फिर I'll also try to keep it as monotonous as possible. मैं question लगाऊंगा, immediately solve करके next चला जाऊंगा. I'll not give you time to solve it. I'm giving you some time to solve it. It's because I'm respecting your efforts. You have to do the same here. Respond karo, yes, no bolo, ताकि we can peacefully in harmony complete the entire concept and not just for the sake of it direct formula बता के मैं निकल जाऊंगा. ऐसे नहीं करते है ना. Maintain a dialogue, conversation. ज्योमेट्री पे यस आदित्य, इन ज्योमेट्री यस. टुमारो ही है ना, मंडे. हाँ, टुमारो विल बी स्टार्टिंग विथ मेंसुरेशन, 2-dimensional mensuration. All right, Aditya. So in the figure, there are two radii of length 10 units. This is 10. This is 10. They're saying they form an angle of 150 degrees. This angle formed here is 150 degrees. They're saying find the area of the segment. Segment is this part. We need to find out the area of this part. So we know that area of segment X, Y, Z is going to be equal to area of a sector minus area of the triangle. Agreed? So area of the sector, we can first, let's find out area of the sector is going to be equal to theta by 360 into area of the square. Yes, here again, if we want, we can assume the value of pi to be 22/7. Yes, if you want it to be, so okay, let's take pi as 22/7. Okay, so theta is 150 by 360 into 22/7. R is 10, so 100. Yeah, cancel off the zeros. This is 3 5 times, this is 3 12 times, this is 4 3 times, this will be 25 times. Yes, so we will get the area of this particular sector is 5 into 22 into 25 by 21. Yes, 5 into 22 into 25 by 21, which will be, I'm using a calculator, 5 into 22 into 25 divided by 21, we're getting about 130.95, which is 131 approximately. So 131 square units is the area of the sector. Yes, so this won't be the answer unless and until area of our triangle is going to be 1, right? It can't be. Yes, next we have to find out the area of this particular triangle XOY. Yeah, so area of triangle X, I'm doing it here, area of triangle XOY is going to be what? We can go for AB sine theta. Yes, there's no other way. XY's length we don't know. We don't know what is the length of XY. We don't know the length of the perpendicular also. So we cannot find out the area unless and until we use AB sine theta. Yes, so what will happen here? AB is R into R, that is 100 into sine theta. Theta is 150 degrees. Yes, this is basically what? Sine 150 is 180 minus 30, correct? So 100 1 by 2, sorry, 1 by 2 AB sin theta. Yes, so half into 100 is 50 into sin 150 can be written as sin 180 minus 30, which is basically what? Sin 30. How much is sin 30? 1 by 2, correct? So 50 into 1 by 2, we will get 25 square units as the area of this triangle. So from here, can we find out the area of the segment? Area of the segment is going to be area of the sector, which is 131, minus area of the triangle, which is 25. This gives us what? 106 square units. Got it? I hope you understood this. This formula will come in handy if you know two sides and the angle between them. I know this side, I know this side, and I know the angle between it to be 150. So half 1 by 2 AB sin theta will be helpful. If we know the length of the side XY, if we know this length, then we can use Heron's formula and get it done with. Okay. Next question. Heron's formula. Says area of a triangle is equal to S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C whole root, where A, B, C are the sides of the triangle and S is the half of the perimeter, semi-perimeter. A, B, C are the sides of the triangle. So this question says the figure is made from 4 quarter circular arcs, each of radius 5 centimeters. Find the area of this figure. This one, this part, इसका area ढूंढना है. Okay, so one thing, since these are quarter arcs, that means the angle will be 90 degrees. Central angle that these arcs form subtend at the center will be 90 degrees. Yes, so we can find this out. Required area is going to be equal to area of the square minus 4 times the area of the quadrants. Why 4 times? Because 1 2 3 4. Yeah, and we can get the length of these because the radius is 5, so this is going to be radius 5 and 5, same way 5 and 5, so it's going to form a square of side 10. So area of the square is going to be area of the square is going to be 10 square minus 4 into area of a quadrant is 1 by 4 pi r square. So 4 will get cancelled, r is 5, so 5 square. Yes, here in this question we can take, because the answer choices are in okay, whatever, pi ka value 22 by 7 or 3.14, anything you can take. So 100 minus, I'm going to take 3.14 into 25. It's clear that this value is going to be greater than 75, so our answer will be a little less than 25. Yes, the answer that is a little less than 25 is 21.5 square unit. If you want, you can do this calculation, 3.14 into 25 on the calculator. So we will have 3.14 into 25 is 78.5 minus 100 is 21. Option C is the right answer. The shaded region here is the blue part, blue region's area. All right, let's do this. So the question is asking us to find out the area of this blue shaded region. Yeah. So area of the blue shaded region, where blue shaded region is basically a sector, will be equal to theta by 360 into pi r square. But since here the degree, the angle is given in radians, we will use theta by 2 pi since it is given in radians. So pi gets cancelled. We have theta into r square. R for this segment is going to be PO. So theta into PO square by 2. This is what we need to find out. So first let's go for theta. We know that this entire, since it's a straight line, it's going to be 180 degrees. 180 degrees is basically what? Pi in radians. So pi radians minus 0.4 radians is going to give me the value of theta. So pi is 3.14 approximately, minus 0.4 is going to give me 31 minus 4 is 27, so 2.74 radians. One part of the question is done. We have found out theta's value. Yeah. So this will be equal to theta, which is 2.74 into PO square by 2. Now our aim is to find out PO's length. We have been given PS's length. So if I can find out OS's length and subtract from PS, I can get PO's length. Yeah. So to find out OS's length, we are going to use this particular sector. Yeah, they have given what? The arc length is RS is 3. Yes, arc length RS is 3. So length of arc RS is going to be equal to what? Theta by 360, here it is 2 pi, into 2 times pi times radius, which is OS. Yeah. So theta is given by 0.4 by, so 2 pi gets cancelled off. We basically have 3 is equal to 0.4 into OS, or we can get OS is equal to 3 by 0.4. Yes. So 3 by 4 is 0.75. This is going to be 7.5 centimeter. So if OS is 7.5 centimeter, then PO is going to be what? We can find out the length of PO to be 12 minus 7.5, which is 4.5 centimeter. So here all we have to do is multiply it with 4.5 square. Directly plugging this into a calculator, because there's not much cancellation that we can do here. So going for the calculator, 2.74 by 2 into 4.5 square, which gives us 27.745, which is 27.75 unit square. Yes, this is the required area. Closest is 27.8. This is the answer. I hope you got this. Answer is option B. Okay. Hi Muskan, thank you so much. Clear guys, understood? So always in such cases, always figure out what is required, what is needed from the question, and then start solving. Okay, don't randomly just start searching for things. It's of no use. Yes. Next question. Try this out. Okay, you can take this up as a homework question. Similar to the previous one, take this up as a homework question. Try this at home. Okay, take a screenshot. Let's go on to the next one. Now we are going to talk about chords. Some more properties of chords we are going to talk about. Yes, the first property of a chord is if there are two chords xy and pq. Yes, if there are two chords xy and pq, if the length of xy and pq are equal, if the length of xy and pq are equal, then the angles they subtend at the center will also be equal. This angle will be equal to this angle. Angles subtended by equal chords will be equal. Angle subtended by equal chords are equal. Yes, why are they equal? You can prove it by similar triangles. This is radius, this is radius, this is radius, this is radius. This is length of the chord, let's say L, and since xy and PQ are same, so these are basically congruent triangles. Yes, triangle POQ is congruent to triangle XOY. Yes, so automatically what happens? Moreover, this is isosceles triangle, so this angle and this angle will be equal. Same way, this angle and this angle will be equal. Area of this triangle and area of this triangle will also be equal. Good. Also, the perpendicular distance from the center, the perpendicular distance of these chords from the center will also be equal. This is the perpendicular distance, OA, OB. They will also be equal. And this works vice versa also. This works vice versa also. If perpendicular distance from the center of two chords from the center are equal, then length of the chords are equal. I hope you understood this. So this particular property works both ways. Okay, if lengths are equal, then perpendiculars will be equal, or if perpendiculars are equal, then length will be equal. Okay. Next, if OP and XY are perpendicular, let's say a chord XY, I draw a perpendicular from the center. It has to be a perpendicular from the center, right? So a perpendicular from the center bisects the chord. If this is perpendicular, automatically it becomes a bisector. XP and PY will be equal. Again, you can use isosceles triangle property. This and this will be isosceles triangle. So perpendicular drawn to the unequal side will also be the bisector. And this will also be the angular bisector. That means this angle and this angle will be equal. Okay. Alright. Next, again, the angle that a chord subtends at the center will always be the double of the angle that the chord subtends anywhere on the circle. So this chord XY or this arc XY, you can call it a chord or an arc, either which ways. This arc or this chord XY subtends two angles, one on the circle. If I say this is theta, then this is going to be 2 times theta. Okay. Yes, provided the angle has to be subtended above the center, anywhere above the center. Okay, this will not work if it is like this. For example, okay, this is a very bad example for a circle. For example, this is the chord. Okay, this is the center. If you're saying this is the angle subtended at the center, we cannot say this will be double. No. Okay, this angle won't be counted. It has to be above the center. Any angle in the same length or above the circle, above the chord, in fact, not even center, above the chord. So if I can draw an angle like this, let's say this is an angle formed, then this will be theta, this will be 2 times theta. anywhere above the chord, any angle above the chord. Okay, this is again very useful when it comes to cyclic quadrilaterals. It will be used in circumcircles also. Okay, try the questions, guys. Since the question is saying, hi Vandana, since the question is saying that x dash and y dash are equal, these are equal chords. Yes, and they are saying OP and OQ are bisectors, so automatically what happens, OP becomes perpendicular to x dash or y dash, and OQ becomes perpendicular to x dash. Because they are bisectors, they are automatically perpendicular. Yes, and because they are perpendicular, we can also say that OP and OQ will be equal. Yes, we just saw these properties, correct? Equal, so perpendicular distance from center to equal chords are equal. Yes, so from here what do we get? We get an isosceles triangle, right? This is an isosceles triangle. We'll redraw this here. So this and this is basically how it looks like, correct? Okay, so what do we have? This is Q, this is O, this is P. They're saying this angle is 120 degrees. Yes, OP and OQ length is not given, but PQ's length is given. Distance between the points P and Q is 6√3. Yeah, so if I were to draw a perpendicular from here, from P, if I were to draw a perpendicular, then what would happen? This will be isosceles perpendicular. Yes, that means it will divide this into two equal parts, and the angles also into two equal parts, 60 and 60. So now I have an isosceles right triangle. Yes, now I have not an isosceles right triangle, but I have a right triangle now. This is how my triangle looks like. Yes, this is P, sorry, this is Q, this let's call it D. Okay, P, Q and O. This is 90 degrees. This is 3 root 3. This is 60 degrees. So automatically this will be 30 degrees. What do I have now with me? I have a 30, 60, 90 right triangle. 30, 60, 90 right triangle. Yeah. What does it say? The side opposite to 30 degrees is A, side opposite to 60 degrees is root 3A, and side opposite to 90 degrees is 2 times A. Yes. So opposite to 60 degrees is 3 root 3. So we get A is 3. They want us to find out the length of OQ, that is 90 के opposite का, which is 2 times A, 2 times 3, 6 units. Okay. Hi Aditya. Yeah, the concept wise, yes, they are enough. Concept wise they are enough, but you will need practice also. Okay, concept wise these videos are enough. Okay, I hope this helps you answer the question. If you have any doubts you can ask, otherwise let's move on. Next question. Thirty, 60, 90 not understood. Special right triangles, we spoke about this ना. 30, 60, 90 राइट ट्रायंगल में 30 डिग्रीज के ऑपोजिट का साइड A होता है, 60 डिग्रीज के ऑपोजिट का साइड रूट 3A होता है, और 90 डिग्रीज के ऑपोजिट का साइड 2A होता है. तो 30 के ऑपोजिट वाला साइड, ये 60 के ऑपोजिट वाला साइड अगर 3 रूट 3 है तो 30 के ऑपोजिट वाला साइड 3 होना चाहिए, और 90 के ऑपोजिट वाला साइड 2 times 3 6 होना चाहिए. Yes, or at this stage you can also use cos 30. Cos 30 यूज करके कर सकते हो. Cos 30 is going to be what? root 3 by 2. तो उसको रख के कर लो, आपको 6 आ जाएगा. ओके, ठीक है पूजा. चलो, thank you so much Aditya, thank you so much, all the very best buddy. You can use pi here as 22 by 7. Pragya says 20.6. Others? So this is a very simple question. Tomorrow, Arvind. Next class is tomorrow. So they're saying this is 65 degrees. Yes. So we know that angle subtended by the same arc, yes, at the center and on the circle will be 2:1 ratio. So if this is 65, can I say angle AOB is going to be 2 times 65? So angle AOB, if we consider this to be theta, central angle, and theta is how much? 130 degrees. So we simply have to just find out the length of the arc. So length of AB is going to be what? Theta by 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Theta is 130 by 360 degrees into 2 times 22 by 7 into r. What is r? 9.1. Yeah. So we can cancel this off. This is 44 11 times. This is 9 times. The 7 once. This is 1.3 times. So we basically have 13 into 11 into 1.3 by 9. Yes. 13 into 11 into 1.3 divided by 9 is 20.65. Closest is option A, 20.6. Okay. Simple question if you know the basic properties. Yes, most questions will be based on these properties only from circles. Okay. Try the next one. Any answers here? Three 360, 540. Okay. 540 is the right answer. Let's look at this. So what are they saying? They're saying AB passes through the center. So if AB passes through the center, it is clear that AB is the diameter, correct? Yes, AB becomes the diameter here. So if AB is the diameter, the angle that this arc subtends here is 180 degrees. If this is 180, then can I say all the angles that it forms will be 90 degrees? This will be 90 degrees. This will be 90 degrees. So angle P, Q, R, S, T, U, V are all what? 90 degrees, correct? Angle P, angle Q, R, S, T, U, V are all equal to 90 degrees. Because central angle का half होगा वो. Yeah, but the question is asking P plus Q plus R plus S plus T plus U, which is 4 to 6 angles. So 6 into 90 degrees, which is 540 degrees. Okay. This question intentionally misses out angle U. So 630 degrees will be a trap. Okay. चलिए next. Try this out. D 540 is correct. Yes. Pragya says 30. Others? What is happening? Let's first read the question. Radius is 17 units. So if this is the center, then OL is 17. Same way OM is also 17. We have OJ is 17 because these are all radius. OK is also 17. Yes. Next they're saying JK and LM are parallel to the diameter. So if a line passes through the diameter, then this has to be perpendicular, correct? So this is 90 degrees. Next it's given PQ is 23 units. This entire PQ is 23 units and LM is 16. This is 16, this is 23. Okay. They're asking us to find the length of JK. Yes, we need to find out the length of JK. Okay. So where do we start from here, guys? Where do we start? Look at this. This LQ, and since this is perpendicular, OQ is perpendicular to LM, can we say this will also be bisector, 8 and 8? So 8, 17, so OQ will be how much? If you look at right triangle LOQ, yeah, LQO, what happens? OL square, Pythagoras theorem, OL square will be equal to LQ square plus OQ square, correct? So from here we can get OQ square will be equal to 17 square minus 8 square. We know the ratio is what? 8, 15 and 17, correct? If you look at 17 square, it is 289 minus 8 square is 225, which is nothing but 15. So we get OQ as 15. Agreed? Agar OQ 15 hai, if OQ is 15 and full PQ, pura PQ agar 23 units hai, so this will become what? 8 units, correct? So from here can we find out PJ ka length? Length of PJ, again we look at triangle JPO. So JP square is going to be equal to what? OJ square minus OP square. So OJ square is what? 17 square. OP square is what? 8 square, which will give us how much? 15. JP is 15. So if JP is 15, then 15 and 15, JK is going to be equal to 30 units. Easy. So this question is based on basic properties of circle and just Pythagoras theorem. That's it. Chords ke basic properties, just chords ke basic properties and Pythagoras theorem. The question might look complex and undoable, but it's actually very easy. Very good, Pragya. Others, I hope you got this. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to go talk about tangents and secants. Yes, what is a tangent? What is a secant? Okay, first let's figure out. So a tangent is basically a line that touches the circle at only one place. Yes, so if I draw a line that touches the circle at only one place, it doesn't pass through the circle, it only touches it. Yes, so this AB can be called as a tangent. Yes, and a secant is something that passes through the circle. So I can say PQ is a secant, passes through the circle. Got it? Tangent, secant, touches the circle, passes through the circle. Getting this? Or tangent touches the circle at only one point. There's only one point of contact. But a secant has 2 points of contact. I hope this is clear. Let's talk about some properties. First, tangent and radius. So if you have a circle and if you have a line that is tangential to the circle, so xy, if it is tangential to the circle O, then the radius OP will be the radius, correct? So OP radius is going to be perpendicular to the tangent. OP is going to be perpendicular to xy. Very useful property, will help in a lot of cases. Tangent, radius are perpendicular. OP is the radius, xy is the tangent. Okay. Next is tangent property. If there are two tangents originating from the same point, a circle can have only two tangents from a point. Outside of the circle अगर कोई point है तो सिर्फ दो ही tangent draw कर सकते हैं. Yes. And what is the scene? The length of these tangents are going to be equal. XQ and XP are going to be equal. Getting this? XO, since OQ and OP are equal, R and R. Yes. Again, if you close this up, this will become an isosceles triangle. Yes. So this is perpendicular. This is perpendicular. Automatically what will you get? XQ and XP will be equal. Got it? XP and XQ are going to be equal. Clear? This is going to form a kite. Do you see a kite, guys? Here kite दिख रहा है. ये kite form करेगा. Okay. Next. Secant property. So if there are two, so there's a circle. If I draw two secants from the same point, if I draw two secants from the same point, P से मैं PQX and PRY दो secant draw कर रहा हूँ, then PX, that is this full length, PX into PQ is going to be equal to PY into PR. Getting this? PX into PQ is going to be the same as PY into PR. Or in other words, PX by PY का जो ratio होगा, it will be the same as PR by PQ का ratio. Okay? Cool. Again, very useful to prove similarity. ये वाला similarity prove करने में बहुत helpful करेगा. Yeah. Next is tangent secant theorem. तो अपन ने क्या देखा? Tangent radius, tangent secant, and now it is secant and now it is tangent secant. Yes. So on a circle, in a circle O, if I draw a secant from P, that touches the circle at Q and R, and if I draw two tangents from the same point P, then px square, that is px square or py square, px square py square दोनों सेम ही होने वाले हैं, will be equal to pq, that is from here to here, into pr. Got this? Yes, px square or py square is going to be equal to what? Pq into pr. Yeah, again a very useful theorem, especially for triangles and similar triangles. Okay, let's try some example questions here. Give this question a try, guys. So here's the diagram. There are two circles, O and O dash. Centers are O and O dash. XQ and so XPQ and XRS are two secants. Since both the circle intersect at Y, they meet at Y. So XY will be tangential. Okay. So XY is a tangent to both O and O dash. दोनों सर्कल के लिए tangent है, common tangent. Okay. The question has given what? RS is equal to 25 units. XP is equal to 6 units. PQ is equal to 8 units. They need us to find out XR. Try करिए. You can say XR is X. Length of XR is X. This is what we need to find out. So if we go by tangent secant theorem, okay. First, let's apply for this smaller circle O. We are applying for smaller circle O. Okay. So what will we get? Square of the tangent xy square is going to be equal to xp into xq. Correct? Do you agree? So what is xy square? xp, that is 6, into xq, that is 6 plus 8, 14. Yeah, so we get xy square is 60, 84. Okay. Since xy is the same tangent for O dash also, xy is the same tangent for O dash also, then for O dash what will happen? Xy square should be equal to xr into xs, correct? xy square is 84, xr is x. What is xs? 25 plus x, correct? If you want to go solve this quadratically, go ahead, it's your choice if you want to do quadratic equations here. My suggestion will be to go for answer choice plugin. Yes, so look at 28. If x is 28, then 28 into 53, very big. 28 is very big, that means 31 will definitely be very big. Let's try 3. 3 into 28, 54. So x is equal to 3. Got this. Cool, guys. Easy question, provided you are comfortable with the basics. Okay. Very good, Parth. Yes, 3 is the correct answer. At this stage, don't solve quadratically, go reverse engineering on. Okay. Last concept of circles, guys. Last concept of circles, cyclic quadrilaterals. What is a cyclic quadrilateral? If in a circle, if you have 4 points on the circle, if you have 4 points on the circle, let's say A, B, C, D are 4 points on the circle, then the lines joining them will form a quadrilateral. This A, B, C, D is a cyclic quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral that is circumscribed. Yes, circumscribed quadrilateral is called a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, but it is very important, that all 4 points must lie on the circle, cannot be in the circle. Yes, for example, oops, rush kar liya, sorry, chalo koi nahi, we'll draw this again. For example, if I have a circle, if I have 4 points like this, let's say A, B, C, and if D is here, then this is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Getting this? This is just a regular quadrilateral. This is some random quadrilateral. This won't be a cyclic quadrilateral because D is not on the circle. Okay, this is not cyclic quadrilateral. Got it? Chalo, let's talk about some properties here. So a cyclic quadrilateral, each side of a cyclic quadrilateral is a chord, correct? Because each side is going to be 2 points on the circle being joined. So PQ is a chord, QR is a chord, QS is a chord, PS is a chord. Okay. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are always supplementary. Angle P, angle R. Angle P plus angle R is 180 degrees. And angle Q and angle S are 180 degrees. Clear? They may not be equal. Adjacent angles may not be supplementary, but opposite angles are always supplementary. Done? Next, area of any given cyclic quadrilateral. Area of any given cyclic quadrilateral can be given by a variation of the Heron's formula. It's variation of a Heron's formula, that is S minus A into S minus B into S minus C into S minus D ka whole root. Yes. So A, B, C, D are the 4 sides of the quadrilateral, length of the 4 chords A, B, C, D. I hope this is clear. Okay. Done, guys. Some more properties, not very commonly used one, but useful. Yeah. So in a cyclic quadrilateral, PQ into RS. So PQ into RS, PQ into RS, opposite sides, plus PS into QR, opposite sides. So the sum of product of opposite sides is always going to be equal to the length of the diagonals, product of the length of the diagonals. Say yes if you got this. Okay. Product, the sum of the product of opposite sides will always be equal to the product of the diagonals. Okay. Next, so let's say T is the point where these diagonals intersect. Yes, so PT into TR will be equal to QT into TS. Yes. Point T may not bisect the quadrilaterals, but then this ratio will always be equal. PT into TR will be equal to QT into TS. Yes, PT TR will be equal to QS TS. They are not bisecting, so their length is not equal, but the product will be equal. Next, angle SQR. So angle SQR, this is this angle, will definitely be equal to angle SPR, this one. Why? Because this is the same angle, this is the angle subtended by the same arc. SR is the arc, SR अपना arc है, SR जो है अपना arc है, so SPQ, SQR दोनों same arc से join हो रहा है. Yes, getting this? Angles subtended, yeah, angles formed on the circle, angles formed on the circle by equal arcs, so by same arc, in fact, by same arc are equal. Done. Very important one, this will be very useful. Yeah, and the four perpendicular bisectors of the given four sides always meet at the center. The perpendiculars always meet at the center. So if I were to draw perpendiculars from O to this part, same way O to this part, O to this part, and O to this part, they'll always meet at the center. Okay, done. Cool. Try out an example question, guys. Try out example question. Manan, see, alternate segment works for circles and chords and tangents. Okay, circle, chords and tangents ka hai, but that's too complex, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, that is too complex, we don't have to worry about it. Cool. Okay, it's hardly useful here. Okay. Very similar to, it is very similar to the other angular theorems that we saw. So let's say if, I'll just explain it to you, but it's not very useful. Okay, so let's say this line is tangential. Okay, this line is tangential. Here this is our center. Okay, so if we have a chord, okay, if we have a chord that joins here like this, then the angle that this particular chord forms on the circle, this angle theta and this angle theta, they'll be equal. This is alternate segment theorem, but it's too complex for us. We don't need this. Okay, ज़्यादा ही हो जाएगा ये. Okay, आ गया मनन समझ में? Chord AB दो एंगल फॉर्म करेगा, one on the circle and the other with the tangent. This is called the alternate segment. ये chord है आपका. This is your alternate segment. And this is your tangent. Okay, आया समझ में मनन? चलो, let's do this question. In the given figure, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral such that ADB, this angle is how much? 50 degrees. DCA, this angle is 70 degrees. Find the measure of DAB. They are saying DAB, this full DAB पूरा ढूंढना है. So can I say DAB is going to be equal to this angle plus this angle? ये वाला angle and ये वाला angle? Yes. Now what can we do here? Look at this. Chord AB is making two angles, one at D, ADB, and ACB. So can I say this angle is going to be 50 degrees? Angle ADB is going to be equal to angle ACB. Why? Both will be 50 degrees. Why? Because these are the angles subtended from the same arc AB. तो अगर ये 50 है, we know that opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Yes. So angle A plus angle C should be equal to 180 degrees. Angle C is 50 plus 70, 120. So angle A is what? 180 minus 120. Angle A is 60 degrees. Badhiya? Very good Parth. Others say yes if you got this. आ गया समझ में? चलिए next. Go for the next one. Similar question. Alka says 75. Okay, Alka. Are you sure? Others answer. Parth also says 75. Okay. All right, look at this. What do we get? From the arc BC, there are two angles drawn, BDC and BAC. Both will be equal. So this is 50 degrees, this is 20 degrees. Yes. And we get what? Angle A plus angle C. Opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Yeah, so angle C is going to be 75. No, 180 minus 75. Angle C is how much? 105. ठीक है, this is a trap answer, please don't fall for this. Angle A is 75, ये वाला angle 75 है, so this will be what, 105. ठीक है, cool. Path Alka not 75, 105, 180 minus 75. Okay, next try this. Anyone answer? I hope the diagram is clear. P O Q R, this is 110 degrees, this is 25 degrees. We need to find angle PRQ, this one. This is not cyclic quadrilateral, this is circumscribed triangle. Circumscribed triangle है. Pooja says D 60 degrees. Okay. Others? Very good, Pooja. 60 degrees is correct. So what is happening? Look at this. Look at the chord QR. Okay. Look at the chord QR. This is forming two angles. One on the circle, the other at the center. Yes. So we know that if angle angle QOR अगर 110 degrees है तो angle QPR should be half of it, correct? Half of 110, which is 55 degrees. यहाँ तक क्लियर है? तो अगर ये 55 degrees है, इसमें से if this is 25, then can we say this will be 30 degrees? Yes, if this is 30 degrees, again, what do you see? If this is 30 degrees, this is for, okay, this 55, all right. Okay, these two are radius, correct? ये और ये radius है. These two are radius. Same way these two are radius, है ना? ये तीनों equal होंगे क्योंकि radius है इस circle के. So if this is 30, this angle is also 30. If this is 25, this angle is also 25. Agreed? Yeah. Then from here, can we figure out दिस एंगल, ये वाला 25 है, तो 25 वाला पार्ट हो गया. नाउ वी विल नीड द सेंट्रल एंगल्स फॉर दिस, राइट? सेंट्रल एंगल PRQ and POQ. If you can find this out, ये वाला ढूंढ लो एंगल तो आ जाएगा. 25 जाने दो, just find this out. So 30, 30, 60. So this will be 120 degrees. If this is 120, then this is 60 degrees. Yes, because POQ, angle POQ will basically be what? 2 times of angle PRQ. Same arc से बन रहा है. Yes, करेक्ट पूजा. आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल से 30 30 मिल गया, सेंट्रल एंगल मिल गया, एंगल RS. ट्रायंगल PRQ is going to be equal to what? Half of 120, which is 60 degrees. Done? Any doubts here, guys? Anybody? All good now? This you can take it as a homework. Yes, correct path. ये आप homework ले लो, screenshot ले लो, try this out at home. Okay? चलिए, with this we will wrap the session. From tomorrow we will be starting mensuration, 2D and 3D mensuration from tomorrow. Okay? Same time, 11 o'clock you can join in, 11 AM on YouTube. Also guys, I just recently started a modern math batch on Plus. You can enroll into this by taking a Plus or an Iconic subscription. This is the price for Plus subscription. There is an offer going on right now. If you take subscription between 25th and 28th, you get a 30% discount. You'll get a 30% discount on using my code Surana Live. Yes, approximately 30%. If you're planning on taking the subscription, 25th to 28th would be the right time to do it. Okay? And if you are looking for study material from Unacademy, then you can take an Iconic subscription. This is the price for it. This is my code. Again, if you take between 25th to 28th, you will get a 30%, approximately 30% discount. Yes. So don't forget to use Surana Live when you take the subscription between 25th, जो कि कल से from Monday till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, till Thursday है ये. And today at 12:30 PM, जो कि हो गया, I hope you gave this test. You get a chance to win these prizes. Okay. And don't forget to use the Ask a Doubt feature on Unacademy app and website. It is a free feature. You can just upload your questions and you'll get the solution for it. Okay. Chaliye guys, thank you so much. I'll catch up with you in tomorrow's session where we discuss mensuration. Until then, keep learning.